Hi guys, and welcome to a video for an unboxing. This is for Owlcrate Jr. So I gifted myself a 3-month subscription. This is the last one in that. And this arrived while I was on my lunch break. So let's go ahead and do the unboxing. My mom wanted to know what was in it, so I already know what's in it, but I still want to show you. So let's go ahead and officially get into this. Now, the theme for, this is the February box. The theme for February was witches in training, and then the back has the spoiler stuff. So I'll give you some information as I pull this stuff out. The first thing up here says this is a delivery service lunch tote. And it says, according to the spoiler card, even witches in training need to refuel. Use your new Kiki's Delivery Service inspired delivery service lunch tote as a handy place to store a few break time snacks. Designed by Anna and Clark Daniel from Pretend Friends. So this is a lunch tote, and it's pretty cute, I will say. Now this, let me try and open it. So it Velcros at the top, and then the inside is insulated, and it's a fairly big tote. So as you can see, it has, this is to put it shut. It does have handles, and it has the cat. I don't know what Kiki's Delivery Service is. I have heard of it, but I haven't seen it or read it. I don't know if it's a book or a TV show or what. I just don't know. So what I like about this is the sunflowers on it. I like the nod to the witches with the brooms, and I like the face of the black cat. So I will hold on to this. I don't go into the office. Now I will. There's a day coming up because we're upgrading our system at work that I need to go in for training. So I don't know how long I'm going to be in the office that day. So I could possibly use it that day. Let's see. Up next is this, and I did not take it out of the thing. Okay. So this is a recipe grimoire. So there's that, and this is the inside. It has a bunch of blank recipe cards where you can write what it is, the ingredients, and of course the instructions, and then further information. The back of the recipe card is blank to write whatever you need to for additional information. It's a just a standard 3-ring small binder. I like the fact that it comes with a lot of blank recipe cards, so that is pretty cool. It also came with, wrapped up with the book, a recipe card for, this is magic wands. You need pretzel rods, 1.5 cups of white baking chips, and colored sprinkles or edible glitter. And then it gives you instructions. The back of this card is blank in case you need to make any tweaks or want to say how many servings it does, or whatever you want to do, and then you can just pop open the ring binder and put that in there. Let's see, this, it says keep all of your magical recipes in one place with your new recipe grimoire, inspired by the Love Sugar Magic series designed by Maricel Ortega. So, this month's magical recipe teaches you how to make a batch of sweet and crunchy magic wands. So that tells me it seems like you're going to be getting a recipe each month. That's what that is leading me to believe. Okay, next up, there we have tea. Now I don't drink tea. I've tried to get into tea. There's a lot of plants I'm allergic to, so there's a lot of tea I can't drink. I do like peppermint tea, however, I have trouble with sweetening it and stuff. anyway, you get tea. That's why I was saying all of that. So I will not be using this. This is peppermint chocolate tea. It is peppermint and chocolate spolurium anti-hex blend. It's an Owlcrate Jr exclusive from Riddle's Tea Shop. I like mint and chocolate and candy. That is like my favorite flavor combination, but this thought of this in a tea kind of weirds me out a little bit. I don't know why, because I like mint chocolate Stevens brand hot cocoa, but the thought of this in a tea, I don't know, it just, that, I mean, I would be willing to try it, possibly, even though it weirds me out. I'd be a little freaked out, and hopefully I would like it, but my problem is this is loose leaf tea. I do not have a way to make loose leaf tea, so this will find a new home, which I am perfectly fine with. Let's see, what else? Now this I am excited for. So this is like a little, so as you can see, kind of the sparkliness. It's just glitter. It's a pen that's supposed to be like a wand, you know, so you can do that, but it is a pen. So, and this is a fine tip pen. So I will definitely keep this at my desk. In fact, I'm going to put it in my pen cup holder right now, and I will use that in the next coming days. Up next is this. So now this I'm going to let find a new home as well, partly because it's just not my thing and I want someone else to enjoy it. So I will figure this out later, but it has little doors, so you can paint these or design them however you want to. Looks like there's 2 doors. It comes with the actual door and then a door frame to stick it in. And this is a magical fairy door kit. Does your neighborhood garden need a little extra magic? Put your powers to test with this magical fairy door kit. This says, help bring a little magic to your neighborhood with these wooden fairy doors. This kit includes all the pieces you'll need to build 2 secret doors. You supply the glue and the creativity attached to any tree or nook that you think could use a dash of magic. Please ask for permission first and don't use cement, nails, or screws to fix doors to trees. The trees don't like it. So, I don't know how you'll fix it if you just lean it against it and hope it doesn't get carted off by an animal. I don't know. It's just not my type of a thing, but I will let that find a new home as well. Okay, up next is a pin. This was a bugger. I will keep this because I do like collecting enamel pins. This is a pin, it's either a crow or a raven, and it says the grace of wild things. It says it's made for you by Jane Mount, which is in training. You'll get a monthly pin from Owlcrate. This is pin number 2 of 12 for the year. So the fact that I'm stopping Owlcrate, I don't know. I kind of like getting Owlcrate. But I don't need all these boxes. That's the thing. I don't need it. I just don't need all these boxes. I shouldn't be paying for, you know, all of these boxes. Okay, next up, my mom wanted to know about the book, so I did take off the plastic wrap around the book. Now let me tell you before I get into the book, next month it says the theme of March is family ties. Let's see. It says family. They may drive you bananas from time to time, but family, the one you're born into or the one you find out in the world, is what matters most of all. Our March book is a dual POV, standalone contemporary story all about family and belonging. It will be perfect for fans of Two Night Owl from Dogfish, The Parent Trap, and The Vanderbeekers. So, I don't know. I don't know about any of those. It does come with a signed book plate as well as a letter from the author. And the book is The Grace of Wild Things. This was written by Heather Fawcett. Under the dust jacket is just white, and then there's some pink foiling along the spine. This says, Grace has never been good at anything except magic. Not that anyone believes her. While other children are adopted from the orphanage, nobody wants Grace. So she decides to make a home for herself by running away and offering herself as an apprentice to the witch in the nearby woods. After all, who better to teach Grace to use her magic? Surely the witch can't be that bad. I'm sure she is. But the witch is that bad. She steals souls for spells and gobbles up hearts. So Grace offers a deal. If she can learn all 100.5 spells in the witch's grimoire, the witch will make Grace her apprentice. But if Grace fails, the witch can take her magic. The witch agrees, and soon an unexpected bond develops between them. But the spells are much harder than Grace expected. And when a monster from the witch's past threatens the home Grace has built, she may have to sacrifice more than her magic to save it. Now, it does say this is inspired by Anne of Green Gables. This is a magical story of found family, loss, and the power of a girl's imagination. So, The Grace of Wild Things by Heather Fawcett. I do like that cover, and I think it actually sounds pretty good. So, it's a good box. I'm more interested, obviously, in the book. Outside of the book, I love the pen. I have no need because, I mean, this is just not my thing with the fairy doors. They're fun to look at, but I don't have, if I had my own children, I could see doing this, but I don't. So this is going to find a new home. I don't drink tea, so this is going to go away as well. So obviously I like the pen. I like the lunch tote. I will hopefully use it, but when I'm working from home, I don't know how often that's going to be. And then I do like the recipe grimoire, this recipe book. And I like the fact that it has a bunch of blank recipe cards so I can do my own recipe modifications and stuff like that. So all in all, I feel like it is a good, solid box. So yes, I do feel like this was a pretty good, solid box. I am definitely intrigued. The more I look at this cover, the more I want to read this book. So yeah, a pretty good, solid thing. As far as the lunch tote goes, where I don't know how often I'm going to be able to use that, I guess I could do a meal prep at night so that I don't during my lunch break. And lunch break isn't always going to be during lunch. I could take my lunch break at 1:30. I could end up taking it at like 4:30. But I could technically pack a lunch for work each night, evening of a work shift. So it's just ready to go and I don't have to take 10 minutes or 5 minutes to go up and try to fix something for lunch and scrounge around in the kitchen to decide what I'm going to eat. Or I could just use this as a little mini tote bag and put stuff in it and cart it back and forth. So I don't know. I do like that lunch tote bag thing. I'll decide what I'm going to use it for. But yeah, so a good solid box. Let me know if you've also received this box, if you've read this book before, or anything else by this author. It says they also wrote Ember and the Ice Dragons. The Language of Ghosts and The School Between Winter and Fairyland. Boy, I'm getting old. I've got to work harder to read this small print. I'm getting older. So yeah, so that sounds pretty good. Yeah, just talk to me in the comment section below. And until next time, stay true to yourself and enjoy a good book. And I'll talk to you later.